They had no factories, no allies sending weapons, no money to buy from other countries. And yet, for 3 years, they fought one of the largest armies in Africa. How? Because when the world cut them off, Biafra built everything from nothing. This is the story of the secret weapons and forgotten tech of Biafra. May 30th, 1967. The eastern region of Nigeria declares independence as the Republic of Biafra. Within weeks, Nigeria imposes a total blockade. No food, no medicine, no fuel, no spare parts, no weapons. The goal was simple: starve Biafra into surrender. Most military experts gave Biafra 3 months, maybe 6. But what the world didn't understand was this: when you trap engineers, scientists, and university students in one place and give them no other choice, they start to invent. First came the Ogbunigwe. It means that which kills in large numbers. Biafran engineers didn't have access to real artillery, so they built their own. The Ogbunigwe was a homemade rocket and landmine, built in hidden workshops using scrap metal, pipes, and explosives made from fertilizer. There were different types. Some were buried in the ground to blow up tanks. Others were launched from tubes to hit enemy bunkers. Nigerian soldiers feared it so much they called it the flying coffin. It was crude, it was dangerous to build, but it worked. And it was 100% Biafran made, in garages, in backyards, under the trees. Then came the sky. Biafra started the war with 0 combat aircraft, 0. So they improvised. They bought old civilian planes, DC-3s, C-47s, even small crop dusters. Then their engineers converted them. They bolted on machine guns. They modified them to drop bombs by hand. Pilots would fly at night, low to the ground to avoid radar. They bombed airfields. They dropped supplies. They kept Biafra alive. And then came the most ambitious project, the Biafra Baby. It was an attempt to build a jet fighter from spare parts. Did it win the war? No. But the fact that it flew at all, while under blockade, is insane. Weapons weren't the only thing they built. They built Radio Biafra, a station that broadcast to the world in English, French, and Portuguese. It told Biafra's story when no one else would. It became the voice of a nation. They built underground factories, literally dug into the ground to hide from air raids. Inside, people were making bullets, batteries, medical supplies, and even refining fuel. They built refineries from old drums. They built hospitals in caves. They built schools in the middle of a war. This wasn't just a military effort. This was an entire country trying to survive with its brain. On January 15th, 1970, the war ended. Biafra ceased to exist as a republic. But for those 3 years, Biafra proved something the world forgot. Innovation doesn't come from money. It comes from necessity. The Ogbunigwe, the converted planes, the underground factories, none of it was perfect. But all of it was built by people who refused to give up. Most of these stories were never taught. Most of these inventions were never patented. They are part of the forgotten chronicles. What do you think was Biafra's greatest innovation? And what other forgotten stories should we uncover next? Comment below. And if you believe history should remember everyone, subscribe to Forgotten Chronicles. We'll see you in the next one.
Because they understand that even the longest night must eventually surrender to the morning sun.